The Custard TV Podcast. I'm Luke, editor and runner of this damn thing. Gary's in the London area. Are you hot, Gary?
Boiling sunshine, boiling.
And in the depressing north sits Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hello. As promised, I did listen to the podcast at the gym this week.
Ooh. Oh, what?
Did you enjoy it, Matt?
I did enjoy the part where you said this will freak you out if you're at the gym listening to this.
I thought you meant you'd listen
But you
to
know
an
what
old
the best part of the podcast is to work out to?
Go on.
Is the new Gary Goes West theme.
I've just thought as well, to market this to the gym rats, what we could do, is, Luke, at some point you can just put in some music and then dub in over the top Luke going, well done, get in there.
Yeah, well done.
And also to get them in, we might not call them gym rats. I think that...
No, we'll work on that.
Luke.
Hey everybody, here's our star.
Gary.
I'd never heard of him before today.
And Matt.
He's a professional.
Talking telly.
Try it, just for 1 week. Just try the program for 1 week.
This is the Custard TV Podcast.
I'm working more in the bureau at work, so I'm allowed to have music on, and I've downloaded the Magic app on my iPad.
Right.
So it does feel like I'm in Peter Kay's car share most of the time.
Can I ask why magic? You don't want magic, Matt. You want absolute.
Oh, yeah, absolute.
Oh, no, I like magic. What's wrong with it?
It's just a bit cheesy magic.
Yeah,
it's
but every so often you get a good hit, and I listen to it mainly on a Sunday when I'm in there, and they have the Kim Wilde request show followed by Rick Astley's show, so there you go.
I listen to Absolute 90s and pretend I'm back there.
But see, there's a flaw in that as well.
Why?
Gary, because they've only got a limited number of songs they can play, really.
No.
Well, what do you listen to then, Luke?
Well, I do a mixture. I do Absolute, I do Free, which is the local, or was the local one where I was before. I stay away from Heart every...
Heart and... well, you see, I was in the bureau on a Sunday with one of my younger co-workers who sort of just decided he wanted to listen to a different radio station every 5 minutes. And we had a bit of Heart on. New show on a Sunday presented by Caroline Flack and Gethin Jones, and I can't think of anything worse.
No, unless it was on telly, then it would be worse. What does working in the bureau mean?
Are you working in the Bureau de Change?
Bureau de Change. Do you not remember the day-to-day?
Yeah.
Working in the bureau, going down, down, down. Working in the bureau, ooh, I'm gonna get...
Yeah. In our post office, we've got like an open counter...
Right.
For 4 positions, and then we've got an extra 2 which are sort of to the left hand side in the bureau where you pay out all the travel money and stuff. So it's an enclosed bit separate to the rest of the counter. That's where we do all the office work and stuff as well.
I do have to admit, you made it sound a lot more exciting than it is.
Do you do that annoying
where we have
thing?
all the travel money and all the money and stuff.
Do you do that annoying thing like they do in banks where you sit behind the till, but it's not open, but you're there doing other things?
Yes.
And there's a really long queue.
Yeah.
And you can just
I'm there drinking my tea and singing along to Rick Astley.
In actual fact, I think Matt would like Absolute 90s because there's a lot of indie stuff on there. He would
I'll have to listen to that. I didn't realise that was a thing.
I do like the new Stone Roses song. That's in my head.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, well, you're a charlatan then.
Oh, I like the charlatans. This new Stone Roses track I don't like because it's just the same 3 words repeated over and over again. TV news reviews and Gary Goes West very soon. Let me handle the news part of it though. Car share, we knew it was coming back. Peter Kay's already hinted at the fact that it's all written. The only bit of disappointment is that it's next year and that it's only 4 instead of 6. Boo flaming who. I don't know why that is. But that's
and it's premiering on the iPlayer again.
Oh, is it? I didn't read that bit. But it makes sense.
I read that. It's going to be iPlayer first.
It makes sense because it did so well there initially. Old news, but you can read our views on it on the website, thecustardtv.com. The X Factor has reshuffled their judging panel yet again with host Dermot O'Leary, Simon Cowell, Louis Walsh, Nicole Scherzinger and Sharon Osbourne all back. Now, Scherzinger and Louis and Sharon have worked together, the three of them. I get them mixed up, but I think the three of them have worked together.
Yeah, the Sam Bailey series.
Yeah, with Gary Barlow.
2013.
Yeah, so it's only Simon that hasn't worked
with Nicole.
He's worked with Nicole on the American
one. So they've all worked together in various incarnations.
I'm completely unexcited by this, but I always was going to be whoever was on the judging panel.
Another piece of X Factor news is that they are getting rid of all the sort of arena auditions, and it's just
that they're really going back.
It's just going to be the room, and then the boot camp is going to be just like an empty arena, something like that.
Are they going to do?
Oh, so they're going back to day dot.
Against the crowds is going to be at the 6-chair challenge.
And Channel 4 have got a new way of presenting their foreign drama, which is, it shouldn't bother me, but it does because I'm a telly person. They're going to show Polish drama The Border, which is the very first Polish drama to ever be shown on British television. But what they're going to do is they're going to show it in a couple of weeks, but only the first one, and then all the others will be online. This is a model that I really hate, and I wish they'd stop doing.
I can understand why they're doing it. They're saying, right, we'll put the first one on, and if you like it, you can visit online. But then not to show the others, even not to show them on More 4, which, let's face it, isn't exactly a channel that is begging for not begging for new shows. Just seems stupid. I understand the model, I just don't like it.
Gary, I'm annoyed, so you best go west.
Okay, then I will. I'll do that. Anyway, on to the reviews. The first is The Catch. This is from the same people that brought you Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder. This is Shonda Rhimes. It's a strange premise. Basically, the lead character, played by Mirala Enos, is the head of a sort of independent spy agency private investigator.
Something, Matt? What was that then?
No, it was just the way that Gary said her name.
Yeah,
say it again, Gary.
Mirala Enos. She runs a detective agency. She's engaged to Peter Krause's character, Benjamin, and he turns out to be working for another organisation and wants to get her client list or her money. And basically, it's all about the deception and the deceiving of knowing, do you really know? There's a lot of stuff to do with internet stuff. There's a lot of technology involved. It's fast, but I would not recommend that you go out of your way to watch this. I would say this would be a good binge watch, perhaps on Amazon or Netflix.
Hang on a minute.
But I wouldn't say that you need to watch this.
He doesn't want to hang around for a week by week, but he might watch
okay. But you can watch it all in one go.
Well, or you could decide to dip into it. I mean, I don't know. I like the idea, but I'm already disappointed with both two other series. Not Revenge, it's Scandal, she wrote. Sorry, I do apologise, I realised that. So I'm not going to invest in this one. I'm out. The other show that I watched is an Amazon original called Preacher.
Well, it isn't, actually. It's on AMC in the US.
Well, yes, but it's on Amazon in this country, and we live in the UK, so...
It's not an Amazon original.
Same, like Red Oaks or... That was an Amazon original.
One of these days I'll get through one of these bits without being interrupted.
Man in the High Castle. That's
yes.
Okay, this stars Dominic Cooper as Reverend Jesse Cutler. And basically the plot of this is... And it's very weird. It's very supernatural and very weird. Basically, he gets possessed by a creature called Genesis, who is the coupling of an angel and a demon.
Son of mine.
Could he feel it coming in the air? Oh no, that's just Phil.
That's his solo work. He then goes around killing all his parishioners. And in the first episode, he very literally tells one of his parishioners to go and open his heart to his mother about the difficult relationship. So this guy travels to a care home over the other side of America. He cuts his own heart out of his stomach and gives it to his mother, very literally.
Oh my God, I couldn't watch this.
No, you couldn't. So there you go. I liked this. I have no idea where this show is going, and it was not resolved in one episode, and I don't believe it will be, and that's why I liked it, because it's different.
Okay.
That's why I liked it. And I think Dominic Cooper is fantastic in it. He does a spot-on American accent, which I know is not exactly...
And there are other Englishes in there.
Other Englishes. No, the rest of the cast I don't recognise.
No, Joseph Gilgan is English.
Is he?
The woman is English. I don't know the woman's
Ruth
name.
Ruth Negga?
Yep, she's English.
Oh, well, there you are.
Yes,
I doubt Griselda Quintana is English, though, so...
No, but I'm loving the foreign names.
Yeah.
Well done. It occurs to me that at no point do any of us mention the name of the next show. The next show we talk about is Unreal, which is a 2-season US drama on Lifetime, which is available in the UK on Amazon Prime. The show's called Unreal. Enjoy.
Now, the third show that I was asked to review by Luke is a reality spoof show? No, that's not the correct way to call it. Luke, you take over here.
It's like the behind the scenes of the making of a TV show that they have a lot of in America, like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. So it's the making of
satire,
that sort of a show. Satire, yes. And it was on Lifetime in the US, which never gets a mention by any critics or anything, but people really gravitated towards this show. And I have to say, because I've seen The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, which is where I have a bit of advantage over you two, I found it quite intriguing, because I quite liked seeing the behind-the-scenes stuff, and I could believe it was all real.
That's what that was going to be my point. I think if you've got a working knowledge of these sort of dating shows, and I know the Channel 5 did try a UK version of The Bachelor with Gavin Henson, of all people.
Yeah.
But I think for a UK audience, our dating shows are stuff like Blind Date and Take Me Out.
Or First Dates or anything like that.
Yeah. I thought... the basic concept is, as you said, it's behind the scenes of a dating show. The characters you follow are the showrunner or a producer. The
producer, yeah.
The girl who's just come back. Rachel.
Who I gravitated towards her straight away. I really thought she was an interesting character.
Yeah, she's a producer, and she had a breakdown on the last show because her boyfriend, the cameraman, had left her or something. Is that right?
Yeah.
But they brought her back because she's really good at her job. Everlasting is the name of the show.
Yes, that's it.
The thing as well is the idea of working on the show is basically to find the most vulnerable, horrible women that you can and put them on the show.
I love the fact that she had a T-shirt on the entire time saying "This is what a feminist looks like." And,
yes.
Yeah.
And sort of running alongside that is the sort of executive producer who's played by Constance Zimmer.
What's interesting to me is the fact it was created by Marty Noxon, who is responsible for one of the producers of Buffy and Angel, and this is about 1 million miles away from those as you can get.
I don't know. I liked it. It
really?
kept my attention. But I thought
the hour or the 40 minutes or however long it was, I thought that went by quite quickly.
But it all felt a bit cliched and a bit, the big.
I hated it.
Yeah, but you were always going to hate it, Gary.
I'm somewhere in the I am somewhere in the middle of you two. I like the concept, but it all feels a bit like cheap. Like we're hitting these. All the sort of girls are sort of one-dimensional characters. As you say, you do... I think that the best thing about it are the performances from Shiri Appleby, is that right?
Yeah.
And Constance Zimmer, they're the best things about it for me.
And the fact that the way they're controlling the show within a show, and the fact that they've gone on there to find real love.
I did watch it sort of... a big bulk of it between the breaks in Big Brother, so that sort of...
Oh, well, yeah. No, I was just interested because Lifetime, when I first moved to the States, it was home of terrible sort of straight-to-TV movies that we used to watch, but they were all for Lifetime movies. This got a lot of praise from critics. I'd never heard anybody praise anything from Lifetime. I thought it went by so quickly. I enjoyed that first hour. I don't know when I'll watch the others. I will watch the others. I don't know when, but I will, because I just want to know how, because they can't carry on that every week is meeting these girls again. So
because I assume that it goes through the series, that this first series of Unreal goes through the first series of the show within the show.
If you want to check it out, it's not for people like Gary, but it is apparently for people like me.
Normal people.
Season 2, which is airing now in the States, we're getting it a day after. If you're an Amazon Prime customer, you can watch it.
And I was somewhere in the middle on it, I have to say. I don't know. It's one of those things you can throw on, and if there's nothing else to watch, and just like...
Yeah. I've got loads of other things to watch, thanks.
We know.
Yeah. Now, that's the end of Gary Goes West for this week. Back again next week, West fans. I didn't know how to end the segment, so I just went for that. Hope you all liked it. I'm going to be working in radio soon.